You know what really flips me out? Is why would anybody get a house and not get owner's title insurance? I'm always curious about this. So what is title insurance anyways? Well, we're about to find out. It's Take a Tip Tuesday. Hi, my name is Christina Smallhorn, your real estate whisperer. And this week we're talking to Scott Carmouche. He's a title attorney here in the Baton Rouge area. And we're gonna be giving you information about why title insurance, owner's title insurance is super important. There is a difference between owner's title insurance and lender's title insurance. And some people believe that title insurance is kind of like a scam. And he's gonna explain to you why it's not.
I'm Scott Carmouche with Carmouche Title. I've been an attorney in Louisiana for 15 years. I've been in property law almost exclusively for those 15 years and in title, in residential title for approximately 4 years, oil and gas title for the 15 years.
So Scott, can you tell us the swinging difference between owner's title policy and lender's title policy?
Well, just like any kind of insurance that you're going to get, you want the ability to protect whatever it is that you're going to be purchasing. In this case, it would be a home or property. At any time you're financing a home, whenever there's a lender involved, you are required to get title insurance, but it's a lender's title policy that protects the lender. Lenders are trying to give the best deal they can so that you don't go to somebody else. So a lender wouldn't require you to spend the amount for the title insurance if you didn't need it or they didn't need the protection for it. With lender's title insurance, it covers the lender and it's the value of whatever the loan is. As the loan goes down, the value of that insurance goes down. Whenever the loan's paid off, that insurance doesn't exist anymore.
If someone was playing around with the idea of getting title insurance, how much would an owner's policy cost them? And how much would it actually cover for their home?
Well, whenever you get an owner's policy is optional. As I stated before, the lender requires you to get a policy. If you get both of them together, a lender and an owner's policy, you get what's called a simultaneous policy. And generally, that's only about $100 difference between those two. With the owner's policy, it covers the purchase price of the home, and it is a one-time fee that lasts for as long as you own the home or your heirs own the same property. It's important to understand that title insurance is controlled by the Insurance Commissioner of Louisiana. The Insurance Commissioner of Louisiana sets the title fees. All title companies have to charge the exact same amount for title insurance. So what you need to look for are miscellaneous fees or fees that aren't revealed to you until the closing table. For basic title insurance, it has to be the same price. If you were to get a quote from two different title companies on the actual insurance itself and it's different, it's possible that one of them was offering you or quoting you a specific upgraded title insurance.
Ooh. Everybody loves a good story. Can you give us one example that's happened to you why title insurance was super important? Oh, I'm sweating.
A real life story that I think everybody in the Baton Rouge area is aware of is the Spinoza property called Roseanne off of Perkins Road. And in that instance, there was a servitude that had existed for many, many years that people didn't think about or worry about. After they developed the property and had built some very fine homes on it, the persons that had that servitude or the right to the servitude came and sued, and they were going to have to tear down those houses to utilize the servitude. If those people that purchased the new houses didn't have title insurance, they would have to foot the bill for the attorney or any losses if they had to tear down the house. With title insurance, it would pay for your legal representation and any losses in case you lost your ownership.
Can someone get title insurance after they purchase a property? Like, what if you inherited property? Can you still get title insurance even though that property's been in your family for years?
Just like most insurances, you can obtain that insurance at any time. What would be required is that you would have to get a title opinion done on it to make sure that you did have good title, and then they would quote you a price for the insurance. But you could purchase title insurance after the fact when you obtain the property through inheritance or any other way. Title insurance is not for those issues or encumbrances, we call them, or clouds on title that a title attorney can find. It's for those issues that you can't find. And those issues could include fraud, where somebody represents that they're a party when they're not a party. Husband and wife bought property and then they sold it, and then later on that person got divorced, married a new wife, and then when they came to sell the property, they said that this new wife was the old wife, and then years down the road, the old wife comes back and says, wait a second, I didn't sign that cash sale, and I want my money for my rights.
Is there a cap on how much an insurance company will pay for your case when it comes to title insurance? God, I'm sweating.
Well, just like all insurances, they do have some instances where you have a certain amount that you're insuring. In the case of title insurance, it goes by the purchase price. So whatever you originally purchased the house for, that's usually the amount that you set as what you want. However, if you purchase a $250,000 house, but yet you want $1 million worth of title insurance, you could ask for that, but you have to remember that you're going to be paying a lot more for something that you might not have rights to.
Why do you think it's not a requirement for people to get a survey on their property when they're buying a house? I know that that's something you guys look at a title search, but I want to know why it's just not a requirement here.
Everybody is allowed to get a survey when you buy a residential home. However, in general, no one gets a survey on residential or city lots. They do whenever you're buying a country lot, but you will have issues that come up. I just had a client recently that neighbor said that he was going to put up a fence when he had a survey crew come out and survey his property, and they had a dispute as to where the property line was at. So that's something that you would be able to have both the attorney fees and or any losses that you might have if that was property that you have covered under your insurance. In general, if you're purchasing a lot in a subdivision, each one of those lots have been surveyed and the survey has been put into the record. So generally you don't need to have a survey done of a subdivision lot. Surveys can be quite expensive, anywhere from $500 to $3,000.
The main thing I want you to get from this video is that you shouldn't flip off title insurance. I have to get down, I'm so tired. Whew. I can't do it anymore. And it's not something you should be playing around with either. If you're buying a house, you need to have an owner's title policy. A lender's policy is just not going to be enough. If you want to know some more information and you have your personal questions about buying and selling your home here in Louisiana, you can always email me at info@yourrealestatewhisperer.com. If you want to know more about buying and selling your home and you just want to watch some videos, I have a useful playlist over here. My name is Christina Smallhorn, your real estate whisperer, and I tell you all this because you matter.